Greetings and welcome. I am Joffrey, and today what we're looking at is the one singular unique advance that the Javanese culture and Majapahit in general has that is not either a building or a unique unit. And this is something I had never considered before, but for some reason this, as much as anything else in the dev diary, made me pause and think, why is this the case? Because, mind you, I don't remember enough about how trade works, numbers wise, and what the important things are, to know how good 2.5% trade efficiency is, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that this is the only one that actually gives you a flat, just bonus to your country, while all of the rest of them, you have the Age of Reformation, the Madurais Gali, which unique ship. And there's a couple of these. I think there's another one, because here you have, in the Age of Renaissance, you get a unique type of unit, and in as well as a unique building. And this is a really funny thing, especially to me, because this unique building here, the Bajang Ratu Gate, is unlocked by an advance, and this building then is a building you only make in your capital. So a country's capital you make this in, and it will give you a bonus. Uh, Seemingly it's a unique building, I imagine, based on this symbol here, as though meaning that I don't know what all the shapes mean because those are new to me, but I imagine that this means that it is something that you can only have one of, so you can't just, like, I don't know, build it in all your vassals or something. But the point I'm trying to make is the fact that the Bajang Ratu Gate here is something that if it's built in your capital, because unique buildings, that's how they work, they give nationwide bonuses. So this is something you unlock with an advance and then are able to build, and then it gives you a bonus. So it basically functions like a much more expensive method of just giving you this bonus. And I never considered that before, where in a lot of countries you'll just have, like, all right, reach the Age of Renaissance, and then you uh research your unique advance and it gives you a +1 tolerance to the true faith. But then this one here is you need to research the advance and then you get to build the thing that you then need to maintain, and then it gives you those bonuses, all requiring all of this upkeep of various resources, and of course the initial gold investment cost, which is it's quite curious to me how that works. I hadn't thought of the implications of that before, where it's basically just a worse version of just researching in advance and getting flat bonuses, especially since it can only be in your capital, and theoretically that something can happen to that building and require you to build it again. Or, heaven forbid, you lose your capital, which, I mean, if you're playing as Majapahit and you lose your capital, you're done, because they're such a top-heavy country, but that is besides the point. The fact that I've been trying to get at with this video is just that I find it very curious how okay, you've got the Jong as well. There's all these unique Age of Traditions ones as well, where they have two at the beginning of the game, things that give them unique ships for the Age of Traditions, which is great and all, I'm sure, but and I'll have to do some modded stuff where certain people have like plenty of unique units and ships, true, but I can't help but wonder if it's not, is it better or worse if someone has unique units like that, because they're gonna get outdated, yeah? All these unique at this, not but this building's good, I think, but you have your Jong and you've got the Kabang, and these are useful for the time they're in, but they're Age of Traditions things. You're probably gonna, by the end of the well, by the end of the Age of Renaissance, have more ships already. So is it not going to just be a waste almost when you compare it to anyone that has something like even if it's a minuscule thing, just like like a tiny bit of extra population growth or prestige or antagonism reduction. Some people have insane ones at the start of the game too, and same with unique soldiers too. It's the same, all the unique units. This though, where you've got an advance that gives you a unique building, and it's an infrastructure building that you will be using for the rest of the game, and the arrows here, these chevrons, means that you can stack it. So you can theoretically be stacking a bunch of these things for ludicrous amounts of fish output efficiency if for some reason you really just want to make a lot of fish. I don't think it's gonna actually be crazy good, but who knows, maybe you'll be able to make something out of it economy wise, but with when you're playing as the Java people. Maybe, if nothing else, maybe it will be a decent way of getting some of those peasants to be a slightly more wealthy class, from peasants to laborers. Never mind, maybe it's just not going to be that good either. But we won't know until we get our hands on the game at the end of the day. So, thank you all for listening to this unscripted rant. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm a little rusty, I feel. But in any case, we're just playing it as it goes. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!